I could make a living from walking in the woods, you can bet I'd be sitting pretty good high on a hill, looking at a field downwind.
Hey, this is Brandon Stoll here with Backwoods Boys Life, and today we're going to be building a stake puller. I've just recently kind of converted over to using disposable stakes, and disposable stakes are kind of a pain in the butt to pull out unless you have the actual required tools that you need to do it. So I wanted to kind of show you guys my design that I figured out. I've kind of done some research on the internet, and I kind of got all this figured out in my head, and we're just going to go ahead and put this together. So let's get started here. So what I ended up doing here is I went to Menards and I got 3/4 inch steel pipe. It's very, very stout. I didn't go with galvanized because it wasn't quite strong enough. And then I have a 3/4 inch T, two 2-inch sections, and 2 end caps. And you guys will kind of see how that comes together. I'll show you guys the reason for why we went with this, and you know, just how everything is going to kind of pan out. So anyway, you have threaded in on each side. I should probably go ahead and mention that. And this here is a 48-inch section of pipe. So what we're going to end up using this for is to be able to pull our traps out, or pull our stakes out, pull our earth anchors out, and just make it a lot easier for the whole process. And I wanted it to be kind of light, strong, and something that was going to last a long time. So I wanted quality. So anyway, we'll start. This is going to be super easy assembly. Like I said, 3/4 inch T. I'm going to start with that. No need for pipe tape or anything like that. We're just going to go ahead and put that on hand tight. And we'll do the same with the 2 ends here. And this is going to kind of come together. But basically this is what is going to be considered like the ground contact portion of the puller. Put the end caps on. And you guys will see this as it kind of comes together, and when we actually go to pull a stake, just how this is going to work. So, alright, got that set up. So here's our T. That's what's going to rest on the ground. And basically we're using you know, physics to our benefit here to be able to pull these stakes out. What I've got is just like a eye bolt, and what we're going to do is we're going to drill a hole through this steel pipe right down here, you know, down close to the fulcrum. This will be the fulcrum. We're going to put it right about here, and that will give us a lot of leverage. We'll be able to put a quick connect or a carabiner on here, hook that to the ground, the earth anchor or the stake, and then you'll be able to pull that out. So, but before we can get to that step, we've got to drill a hole right through here. So let's get that going. Okay, so basically what we're going to do right now is we're going to match up. This is a 3/8 bolt, and we're just going to find our 3/8 drill bit here. And actually we'll go just a shy bigger than that. Actually, 3/8 is one of my largest ones I have in this particular kit. So we'll hook this up. Alright, so like I've said a million times, this isn't cabinetry. I don't have a drill press, which would be the ultimate best way to do this, but you know, we're just going to kind of go with what we have here. I think I'm going to do a series of holes just to kind of test it and see what works best. So I'm going to start with a very close range, which would be the most powerful, and we'll go ahead and drill that through. Well, we got a couple holes drilled. Not perfectly straight, but it's going to do the job. So, always wrapping on here. We'll run our bolt through here. We should have a washer on here. We'll go ahead and hook that up. So this is pretty much the principal design of this. And what you'll end up doing is you'll hook your anchor up here. You put it on the ground. You'll just sit there, pull it up, and you'll adjust it from there. I drilled another hole here, which isn't the straightest, but you know, we'll make it happen. And I should probably drill a couple more holes going up. We're just going to kind of test it out the way it is. And I'd like to take it outside and just see how the heck it does. So anyway, super quick, super simple, easy to do, and I think it's going to work fine. So alright, let's try it out. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and test this out. I've got a No BS Lures dog-proof trap with a Wolfang anchor inside there. And so we're going to take our eye loop here, our eye bolt, and a quick disconnect, and we're going to hook it on that chain. So we'll start out on the chain here and see how this works. Now it's actually going to be a little big for that. That might be something I have to get a smaller quick connect. So go ahead and lock that in. We're going to go on this first loop here, and since we have such a distance there, I'm going to go ahead and pull the trap, push it all the way back to the end, push it into the ground, and pulls out just like that. Now, the other thing wasn't in there very good, and it was kind of muddy, but you guys get the concept. Now, if you needed to, you could move it down the chain, hook it up. It pulled this Wolfang out like it was nothing. Definitely something that works out good. I mean, there's a lot of different markets that make these and design these, but honestly, you could just make them for a very small amount of money. I think everything on here was, I think I got this whole project done for about 25-30 bucks, which is probably what you would pay or more if you bought it from one of the main distributors out there. So it works good. I think it works fine. I'll have to field it a little bit more on some of the frozen stuff, but really honestly the concept is the same. So just kind of a neat little quick deal I put together, and I'm actually pretty happy with it. So alright, well, let's move on to the next project.